Hello, hello, Crafting Mantis here, and welcome back to another episode of Overgrown. So, I took your guys' advice and I have worked on the kitchen. We've already had all this done, and then what I did is I separated the rooms out. In fact, here, let me close this door. There's been a lot of things moving around. So, I did have the manicore that was sitting in the corner here. And what I did is I ended up creating this little wall to kind of separate this into multiple rooms. And then I created these pillars that, to hold up, the wall and, it's kind of decoration and stuff. And then I created a little seating area here, with just a little bench and stuff like that with a table. And then I'm not 100% happy with this. It doesn't quite look right over here as it does over here. So I might end up changing the color scheme on this. And then I added, a couple flower pots, just like I have over there. And then at some point I'll actually sit down and actually, do the flowers and stuff like that. And then I started to make a vase, and it didn't really turn out, but it kind of looks like one of those old oil burning lamps. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave it. I kind of like it. So we got a little oil burning lamp there. And then later I might add, maybe like some plates and stuff sitting here. Add a little bit more details and stuff to, to the actual area here. Now, we still have plenty of space in this building. If we come up here, because we got all the way up there, I still need to fix the top up here, but we've got 1, 2, 3 more levels that we can end up working on here in this particular building. Granted, and then the other thing that I did is I changed out the ladders. These are actually stone ladders, and I thought they would work a lot better because the regular vanilla ones just stood out way too much. But if we come down here, the basement down here is pretty destroyed. Yeah, we got cave systems and stuff like that. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this other than, maybe light it up, because it is really destroyed. Right, we can see the outside right there. But that is something that we can deal with at a later date. Now, the other thing that you guys had suggested in the comments was to work on the chemistry stuff. So I started doing some research and whatnot on the mod, because I've never done rock hounding and stuff before. And the wiki is somewhat broken. So I'm finding it a little bit difficult to, kind of, because apparently there is a tech tree picture that they have that is supposed to help you kind of figure out which machines and stuff like that you need in order to kind of, progress throughout the actual mod. But unfortunately, it is the picture is no longer there. Let's see, we got iron. Do we have? Ooh, okay, we do have some blocks of iron. Fantastic. And I know redstone is one thing, and gold is another that we potentially need. We already have the casting bench and the mineral sizer. And then what I did is I ended up coming to one of these. And if we go to uses, we see that the only place that you can really use it is the petrographer table and the leaching vat. And it also requires acids. Now, the acids are made in the lab oven. And so there's, a lot of things that you can end up clicking on, and like sulfur-bearing compost. This is done in the lab blender. So there are a lot of different things that we end up needing for, for this. And iron is definitely one thing that we need a lot of. And I don't think I've got 1 block of iron in here. So iron and redstone and gold are definitely things that we are going to end up needing for this particular mod. And then we can go like that. Now, with that, I'm not 100% sure how I want to set up the chemistry lab. Just for a simple fact that there seems to be a whole lot of different mods, or not mods, different pieces and whatnot that go into this particular mod in terms of getting everything set up and stuff like that. And unfortunately, because like I went on YouTube to check out, hey, what does, is there some kind of tutorial or something like that on this particular mod? And the one tutorial that I found, or the multiple tutorials that I found, is actually based on all the mods rock counting chemistry mod, which is different than this one. They've actually made changes and stuff to it, and apparently I'm hungry, which makes it a little bit harder for trying to work out how I'm supposed to use this mod. I have to be completely honest, because I am so totally lost. So one of the things that I am thinking is that maybe, since all the mods seems to be the most popular, one, of actually making a tutorial on it. So I'm going to hold off on actually making the chemistry stuff. Because if you guys are interested in, me doing a tutorial on it, then that is something, I'll sit down, I'll, make all this stuff, I'll do it in more of like a creative world and whatnot, so that it's a lot easier to kind of set everything up and get everything going. So it's also easier for you guys to follow as well. So definitely let me know down in the comment section if you guys want me to do a tutorial. If not, then I'll just figure it out in here and then put it, just lay it all out up there. Might do that as, something a little bit off camera, especially with how there's so much stuff that goes into it. So definitely let me know down in the comment section. I've never done a tutorial on a mod before, so it'll definitely be something different. Definitely not averse to it. I think that's the word for it. Definitely not against it. Let's put it that way. But one of the things that I was thinking about going ahead and doing, and it is nighttime, one of the things that I was thinking about doing is going ahead and trying to get the farm set up, because in one of the last episodes we ended up making the stuff for the farm, but we never actually set it up. And I'm trying to remember, got all kinds of chunks and stuff like that in here, but is it in here? No, of course not. Why would it be logical that I actually put it anywhere where I would remember? Alright, well, I am going to try to find out where I put all of the farm stuff, and then I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so I finally found all the things that we need in order to do the farm. Now, this is going to be 22 blocks wide if we are going to be doing a 4x4 farm. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, huge amount of space that it's going to end up needing. Yeah, we should be good. In fact, I want to center it on here. And then, is it 22? Yeah, 22. Because we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that'll be our farm block. And so it's not going to be perfectly centered, just for the simple fact that these are odd and the farm is going to be even. So let's go ahead and break these. So these are just to give us an idea of where to put the stuff. Now it's going to be a 4x4 farm. So we got the valve, gearbox, hatch, and here we go, control. So let's put the control here. I guess let's put the hatch here. Make another one there. And then I guess on this side we can do gearbox and valve. Granted, we can end up changing this later on, but it starts with the 4x4, and then, 4x4, and then we come over here. Hold on. It looks like that is an input. Or are they? No, they're all like that. Okay. So it doesn't seem to matter which way that these particular blocks go. So we do that, and then we continue using these guys. And then when we place the last block on this, bouncy boots, we should end up with a black, a black stripe. So the farm is operational. Now the next thing that we want to do is we actually want to dig this out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then it's going to start 4 out on both directions. And then you end up going diagonal towards the other side. So let me get this all dug out, and I will be right back with you guys. Alright guys, so we have the farm built. Woohoo! Now we can actually get in here and look at the different things. So we need some kind of, supply of water, and then we've got the hydration levels and stuff like that, the climate, and of course power, which we don't currently have. Now we're also going to end up needing things, like fertilizer and stuff like that in order to kind of get this to work. But one of the things that we don't have set up is forestry stuff, I just realized. Because that was one of the things that, we did power, but we haven't done any of the other forestry stuff. And I don't think, let me do a quick run through here. It's bees. Yeah, I'm not seeing, and I still haven't claimed those. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything for the other forestry stuff. So, I'm going to have to gather supplies and stuff for, like, the baller, carpenter, things like that, because those are things that we're going to need in order to make some of the stuff that we need for the farmland. Didn't even realize that until I started, getting in here. It's like, okay, well, we need this. Oh, wait, no, we need the carpenter to build that. We need this to build that. So I think in the next episode, we will work on getting our forestry set up. And I am going to do that in here. And I'm placing blocks. New. All right. Yeah, because that makes the most logical sense to, put the forestry stuff in there. And then that way we can start piping power in here and water. I don't know if we have any. Okay, we do have a water source down there, but I don't know if we would be able to pipe water directly from there to there. I'll have to see. I'll have to see what kind of pumps and stuff we have in this mod pack. But I'm definitely sorry for the shortness of this episode. I ended up spending a little bit too much time trying to research the rock hounding, and unfortunately that seriously cut into my recording time. But I am happy with the progress that we did make today. We got the kitchen done. We finally got our farmland in. We just need to get the supporting stuff up and set up, in this building here, so we can actually start getting this running and, start apparently I can't speak today. Automating some of the processes that we have which is going to be absolutely fantastic because so far everything's pretty much been manual. Like the farms have been manual, any of the resource gathering and stuff like that has been manual. So I will wait for you guys' comments in terms of the, if you guys want a, actual tutorial on the rock hounding mod, and then if not, I'll go ahead and just try to get things set up in there and try to do a creative build in terms of getting, a chemistry lab and stuff set up. Otherwise, we'll be working on forestry stuff, which will definitely be exciting. I haven't fully gotten into forestry. I've done, little things here and there, but not, actual full in-depth into forestry. And then hopefully we can also get set up for some, completing some quests. So for now, if you guys, if you guys like the episode, definitely hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. And then hit that notification bell to let you know when I put out additional content. But for now, I'm going to call it, and I will see you guys in the next episode.